Colo with GrowingYourGreens.com. Today we have another exciting episode for you. Got a special treat for you guys. I'm here in Seymour, Missouri, and I'm here at the Baker Creek Heirloom Seed Company warehouse. Now note, this is not open to the public. I got special permission to get a private tour so I could make this video for you guys, so I could show you guys how you can get the heirloom seeds and even plants, which is what I'm more interested in, shipped to you super quick, super fast. All the different technologies they've implemented in this factory so that you get your orders super fast. I know a lot of you guys have been putting in orders at different mail order seed companies in the past, and then it may take weeks and hopefully not even months to get your seeds or plants from Baker Creek. You know, they get your order, it comes in and it goes out as quickly as possible due to the technology they have implemented at their warehouse. So that's what I'm going to show you guys in this episode today. So anyways, without further ado, let's head into the warehouse and show you guys around. So if you guys want to order your own seeds or plants, you can't come here, but you can check them out in Mansfield, their Baker Creek village there, Mansfield, Missouri. Or of course, for all you guys watching online from around the country, even the world, you could order many things at rareseeds.com. So come on in. All right, so honestly guys, the warehouse is not super impressive. There's nobody here to greet me. Everybody's just off working and packing seeds actually. So what you're gonna see in this warehouse is a few banks of buildings. And here's the thing guys, if you guys want an awesome warehouse tour, I toured this warehouse last year and did a really in-depth video. I'll put a link down below to that. I'm not gonna go over the whole process here, but I do wanna cover really some of the quick points about this warehouse. This is where they stock all the seed packs that they have packed for the year. In the front of the warehouse, the back of the warehouse, that I'll show you in a little bit real quick, is where they store the seeds in cold storage at the right humidity and temperature. That's very important. Some seed companies just store their seeds in ambient temperature air. They have it, I think, around 50 degrees year round, which it's a monstrous cooling bill in the summertime. So I think what we're gonna do next is show you guys how you guys get the seeds to your door because of their ultra efficient patented shipping line. All right guys, so this is the back of the seed packing line. Actually, I didn't get to show this last year, but what's going on here is they got a gentleman here picking all the seeds off these racks. So we're just gonna go ahead and grab the HB122, right? This happens to be the Anise Hyssop. And what happens is they gotta basically pick one of these packs, and they always have to make sure these packs on this rack on the back is full. So then they just basically slide this down in the right spot. This is obviously not the right spot. I'm just showing you guys, but they always have these lined up with the seed packs ready to go. And if they're empty, they got to make sure they're full. They have 2 of these bins in each line. So this line will never run out. That's the most important thing. This can never run out, because if these are empty, the seed pickers that actually pick the packs cannot pick the pack of seeds to pack to you to ship. That's a tongue twister. Say it 5 times. Anyways, that's how it works. So let's go to the other side of the line, show you guys actually how they pick them. So this is the working area of the seed packing line. All right, so what happens is the LED projectors come on, it projects a light. Like somebody ordered this pack of seeds, they ordered 1 pack, so the picker has to pick 1 pack. This happens to be the tomato Napa Chardonnay. Hey, I visited Napa before. Anyways, the picker will basically put the pack with the barcode face up on this conveyor belt. It goes down, the scanner hits it, and then the light goes off. Then the picker says, hey, I gotta pick this one next. I gotta pick one of these. Anyways, the pickers pick here all day, pick any pack of peppers or seed pack peppers or whatever the pack is. And then it goes down the whole conveyor line, and then it actually goes in the envelope. So let me show you guys how that works real quick. All right, so as the seeds work their way down the conveyor line, there's a machine that basically determines which one has been, the seeds that have been picked, and then it actually kicks it out into this bin. Once the bin is done, it'll say this shipment is ready to ship. So then the worker here has to pick the proper bubble mailer, which in this case is bubble mailer 0. So they look up, this is bubble mailer 0. They grab it, which they have ready here. And then they have to confirm the weight. So it says 0.16 there, and it says 0.16 on the scale. And they press confirm weight. It says please wait, and then it will create a shipping label that'll come out right here. Then they need to pick a thank you card for your order. And then they grab all the seeds the person ordered, which has already been put in the bin because it's kicked out automatically, including the receipt. And you want to make sure there's no seeds left in the bin, so that nobody is shorted. You put them in the bag, you seal the bag, and then you take the label, you drop the label on the bag, and then it goes up on this conveyor belt, then it goes down this conveyor belt, and then it slides in to this big box. We're not going to show the box because it has all the people's names on there. And this is picked up every day by the Postal Service so that you get your seeds via airmail, not bulk mail, so you get them super quick. Anyways, that's how they get you the seeds the fastest. But what's even more cool for me is actually the plants. As much as I love seeds, you should order at rareseeds.com. The plants are where I'm at, and until only June 1st, they can ship plants all over the country, maybe with a few exceptions. Anyways, we're gonna show you guys the plants that they can ship to you. Some are super uber rare. And actually some of these plants I'm bringing back with me on the airplane because they are that important. All right, so now I want to show you guys the coolest thing about Baker Creek, and many people you guys don't know. They're known for their rare seeds, and they have over, I don't know, over 1,000 varieties of rare seeds, but they also are now selling rare plants up until June 1st. Maybe I don't know when they start shipping, maybe a little bit later than the first of the year. They will ship only depending on the time of year to you to make sure it's right so your plants are not damaged, and they can't ship past June 1st. So you want to check the availability of the plant starts, you know, from the beginning of January all through the end of May. And what you want to do is you want to go to the plants tab here on their site, and they will have many different kinds of plants. They could ship you banana plants, bellflower plants, blackberry plants, blueberry plants, dragon fruit plants, citrus plants, boysenberry plants, fig plants, including the Chicago hardy fig, papaya, mint, hibiscus, ginger, and turmeric, which they have some extremely rare ones that I'm bringing back myself. So many different plants. And here's the thing that you don't know. The inventory changes regularly. If they go out of stock, doesn't mean they're out of stock forever. I mean, I checked the other night, they're out of stock on some plants online, but I'm like, hey, you guys have the stock here. That's because they only put things in stock when things are ready and healthy to ship to you. So for example, we're gonna go to the hibiscus plants, and they have the hibiscus Chief Kubu's Prize, which they say out of stock on the website, right? And then more importantly, this is what you guys need to do. If you find a plant you want, you click the button, notify me when this is in stock. Very important. And then you need to sign in, and they can notify you when it's in stock, because this is going to come in stock, you know, within a week or two of me being here, because I see the plants that are basically ready to go. They're waiting for the roots to get a little bit longer, right? So, you know, if it's just out of stock when you see it instantly, don't take that as a no. Take that as, hey, I'm going to put myself on the list so that they will contact me when it is ready. That's very important, because some of these ginger plants, check it out. All these ginger plants are out of stock, out of stock, out of stock, out of stock, but the galangal is in stock. But the red pine cone ginger, you know, they have it in stock, it's outside, but it's not ready to go yet. So this is the edible root ginger, and they got the rare black ginger. Anyways, let's go ahead and head out to the greenhouse to show you guys actually what plants they should soon have in stock. Once again, they're probably going to have a flood of these and promote it heavily starting in May, because they just want to clear out their inventory before the June 1st date, which is when they stop shipping the plants. All right, so now we're in the other half of the warehouse, and this is a climate-controlled area. I feel a bit sorry for the people that have to work in here in the winter. Maybe that's a good thing, because the winter outside is colder. It's 50 degrees in here, but in the summertime, this is probably the best area to work in at the warehouse, because it's kept 50 degrees year-round to store all their seeds. You guys can see bags and bags of seeds, you know, big 5-gallon buckets full of seeds. This is the little marble seeds. They get in bulk. They work with many small independent growers to grow seeds for them, as well as they use many other heirloom seeds. And of course, here's the thing, guys, about the heirloom seeds, right? Heirloom seeds grow true to seed. So if you grow them once and you buy them once, you grow them out, and there's no cross-pollination depending on the crop. You could save your seeds and then grow them the next year. You'll have the same exact variety. That's a real good reason why I like the heirloom seeds instead of the hybridized seeds, that you're not guaranteed to get the same exact variety every single time. And that is what Baker Creek sells, obviously. The other thing, straight up, is that Baker Creek does not sell any GMO seeds. They sign the Safe Seed Pledge. So anyways, yeah, this is enough about the seeds, because they'll basically take these bulk seeds, they'll put it in a little packs, and then they'll basically, go down the shipping line. But let's head outside to the greenhouses where they have the live plants, which is what I'm really into. All right, so now we stepped outside the warehouse, and at this warehouse, outside the warehouse, which is my favorite place of the whole warehouse, are the 9 greenhouses. They have similar greenhouses on property. These are actually all heated greenhouses, so they can do their propagation and hold the inventory that they will ship to you for the live plants. Some of the live plants they actually grow on site, and some of them they actually bring in and will resell to you. And so the first two are used for propagation strictly, so we didn't go in those, but some of the other later ones have the inventory that they'll ship to you. So let's check out a few of them. All right, so this is the greenhouse where they actually have some strawberry inventory and other inventory in the back, which I might cover real quick. And what happens is when you order the plant starts, right? And here's the thing, guys. The plant starts at Baker Creek, unlike a lot of places that'll add shipping to your cost of the plant starts, the plant starts at Baker Creek includes the shipping, man. That's insane. That means they're making pennies on the stuff. If you order one, order of plants, which are like 3 plants, it's like maybe $18 to $20, right? Like $7 of that is probably they're paying for the shipping. So they make like maybe 12 bucks. And at that point, really, they are just sharing genetics with you. And yeah, they're making a little bit to keep the business running. So support them. They're by far the best place to buy plants online that I have ever found. I mean, I used to order from a company down in Florida, and they would charge me like $11 per plant plus shipping on top of that. So I'd usually get 3 plants. It'd be like 35 bucks, whereas Baker Creek for the same plants will cost about $18 to $20. That being said, the place in Florida that I would order from has a bigger variety than Baker Creek, so I hope Baker Creek will expand in the future and even have more varieties so I could do all my ordering from them, all right? So let's head down and see some of the plants that they can ship you right now. So this house, I think, has a lot of strawberries in there, and they have white strawberries and red strawberries. They got an heirloom strawberry from Denmark. Here's some passion fruits, purple passion fruits they can ship you. Some raspberries, fall gold raspberries. This is the mints. They have some really cool varieties of mints they'll send you. And check this out. This is the purple dragon fruit. These you'll need like a zone 9 for sure. You could kind of grow them in a house plant. They propagate these, many of them on site. This is actually bananas. They could ship you little banana plants. You could have your own banana tree or herbaceous shrub in your house. And this is the one I'm getting today. This is called they call it the hibiscus chief kubus prize. I would call this a hibiscus manuhat or bele or salad tree. Maybe I'll show you guys the full size ones here, but you don't understand that this plant will basically grow in Vegas over the summertime. I grew them from a little bit taller than this last year. They're about this tall, and they grew into, I don't know, 8 to 10 feet giants last year, and it was my main source of leafy greens in the summer heat. And this is the one I showed you guys that it says online they're out of stock, but look at this, they got so much inventory right here. So hopefully within a few days they'll be putting this up for sale on their website. In addition, you guys can see they got a bunch of different sweet potato vines, the slips you could buy, as well as Gynera procumbens, another one of my favorites that actually I'm bringing home today as well. This is another heat-tolerant leafy green that can stay alive year-round in my zone 9 if it doesn't get too cold in the wintertime. Sometimes I'll put the old school Christmas tree lights that are incandescent that'll stay warm to keep them warm in the winter, or I'll cover them. If you live where it's like a zone, not a zone 9, like a zone 8, you could do cutting. So these will do rooting really easy. You just cut the tips off. You could root them in water, or rooting hormone will help and start new roots. So you could grow these outdoors as an annual, and then you take cuttings before it gets too cold. They don't really like below 40 too much. And then grow them in the indoors over the winter and root them, and then next spring you'll have full-size plants that are rooted to plant back into your garden. So you can keep this growing year-round. One of my favorites, known as longevity spinach, Gynera procumbens, also known as the anti-diabetes plant, and you guys could Google that for more information. But it's an amazing leafy green that I love to eat. It's a little bit more gelatinous than, say, the bele or a hibiscus manuhat, which they call hibiscus here. Of course, they also have a lot of other things. This is called the Aztec sweet herb, which is not recommended to eat. It has like 52% camphor, which can be quite toxic, although it does taste sweet as stevia. They sell it more as a novelty, not for edible use, although it could be used for like topical use. It'd be great for the camphor properties. So I want to show you guys actually how they ship plants. I mean, they're experts at shipping seeds, and now I would say they're experts at shipping plants. So what happens is, they have all these plugs, and these are deep root maker plug trays. So you guys can see if I pop one of these Gynera procumbens up, which I don't even know if it was on the website. I mean, this is ready to go, right? They got nice deep roots coming out. They will take, I think normally they sell this in a 3-pack. They take 3 of these plants, they'll take them over to their machine where they bag them up and get them ready for you. So let me show you guys how they do that. So what they're doing right now at Baker Creek is they're bagging up the strawberries to ship out all the strawberries. Every day they know how many strawberry orders need to go out. So they'll pick the strawberries, they'll put them in these special bags. They got, I think this machine is from Europe. It's an auto bag by Pacesetter, trademark, and they basically put them in these puffy packs. What happens is they'll pack these, the 3 plants that you order in a puffy pack. They'll basically, this will make an air pocket, like an air bubble pack that they put in your Amazon shipments so that your products don't get damaged. But these bubble packs also provide enough air so it literally creates a little terrarium or little greenhouse for your plants. Also, because they're in a little puffy pack, right, they can be jostled around in the shipping box so they don't get damaged either, right? They have found that shipping it in this way with the proper moisture in the bottom of the pack, the plants could last easily up to 10 days. So that's simply amazing. All right, so you guys can see they have a lot of different things packed. This is the Old Norse strawberry, and this is really cool. This is the edible ginger right here, 3 plants, and they basically tell you, please unpack immediately upon receipt. Your plants may be thirsty. Some wilting is normal in shipping. Water thoroughly and store in a bright, indirect sun for 2 to 3 days. So make sure you guys harden these off to allow for full recovery before transplanting or exposing to full sun. And yeah, this is how they ship them to you guys. So I want to show you guys one more greenhouse before we run in, and I'm going to show you guys what plants I'm bringing back with me actually in my luggage. I'm not even shipping them. All right, so now we're in another greenhouse, and another plant they could ship you is actually these guys here. I don't know if they're going to ship ones this tall because they got ones a lot smaller. But this is known as the Flying Dragon Citrus. If you guys always have wanted to have your own orange or citrus tree, but you live in Missouri, these Flying Dragon Citrus could handle -10 degrees. That being said, the citrus fruit is a fragrant citrus, not really used for edible, maybe for zesting, but they're doing something really cool with their Flying Dragon Citrus that the plant and the rootstock is hardy down to -10. And let me show you guys, because I don't even know if this is appearing on camera anywhere else or they've even announced it. So what they're doing here is they're taking their Flying Dragon rootstock and then they basically grafted it on to these citrus trees right here. If you look close, there might be a few like flowers on them, or flower buds, or even small fruits forming. And you guys don't understand what these are. This is the Flying Dragon Citrus rootstock with basically grafted on the Decopon tangerine, right? There's a trade name. They always come in the market. They start with an S and with an O. It's like a big Japanese dude that's like a, you know, that's like a wrestler guy, right? So I'm not gonna say the trademark name, but this is the Decopon. This is actually what they are. So they're basically taken the hardy rootstock down to -10 with the Decopons on top. So you guys have some of the tastiest, sweetest, least acid tangerines, or, you know, mandarins in the entire world from Japan growing them. Now, I'm not going to claim the top growth is going to be hardy down to -10, but surely the top growth is going to be definitely more hardy than a Decopon on Decopon rootstock, for example. These are not yet available. I don't know when they're going to be available, but you want to, you know, contact them at Baker Creek Heirloom Seeds, rareseeds.com to find out when they will be available and when they're going to ship them, or even maybe just sell them locally. I'm not sure, but that's the kind of work they're doing here to propagate and get rare plants out to you. All right, check it out, guys. They even have more of the edible hibiscus for sale down here. They got so much more, but you know, check it out. This is not quite a full size. For me, this is maybe like midsummer. They get about this size, and basically all these leaves are 100% edible. You can just pick these leaves and eat them like salad. This is the lettuce I grow in the summertime in Las Vegas, 100 degrees for 83 days plus over the summer. This plant will handle it no problem. Plus the cool thing is, this is how they do all their propagation. Literally, all these new growth tips, you can just basically pluck them off and root them. They'll grow into new plants, and of course, you get the nice flower calyxes, you know, to eat as well. As I'm headed out though, I want to show you guys the Brazilian bellflower. And actually the bellflowers are edible. These little flowers you can just actually harvest. This is actually an abutilon, a small abutilon, and they're quite sweet and delicious. That's good. This in a zone 9 or even other zones could just grow as a shrub year round. This will grow easily in California and stay alive as a perennial, and will flower from like spring to autumn. And that's really cool. You can have these nice flowers that will attract the beneficial insects and are also edible. All right, so you guys can see I got a bunch of plants that they've already been bagged up, and I actually hand labeled them. This actually happens to be the yellow turmeric. We got our red ginger. This is like the shampoo ginger style. This is the galangal ginger. We got the black ginger. That's super rare, guys. We also got the Hawaiian turmeric. This is the mild turmeric, so I love this one a lot. I eat it like carrots, and it's not super hardcore like the standard orange Indian turmeric. It also is higher in curcuminoids. Also, of course, I'm going to be growing a Chicago hardy fig in Las Vegas to see how a hardy fig that takes the cold, how it can handle the heat. I'm expecting to handle the heat just fine. And of course, we got the blue turmeric also I'm going to be bringing back. And of course, I got some of those bellflowers that are a little bit tall. I'm going to show you guys how they usually ship them to you, or how actually I'm going to pack them to take them on the plane. All right, so normally they would basically take these bubble packs and they literally just put them in a box. They'll basically take they'll just fill a box up. So we got a little box here with 3 of the bubble packs and put 1 more bubble pack on top. And then look at this. They just close this box up and you can shake the box. It's pretty solid, right? It can be jostled around by the Postal Service and it'll get to you fully intact, so you guys get all the plants in one piece. So that's amazing. I'm just gonna basically put these on my carry-on luggage. That being said, I'm getting a lot more plants than just these ones. Of course, I'm also getting a whole flat, and so we got literally a whole flat of the lilac sweet potatoes. And actually these I'm gonna carry on the plane. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna take this out and I'm gonna put this in a box here. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and close the box up. Use the tape gun. Seal the box tight, and then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and make a handle. I'm gonna make a handle, so this is my carry-on for tonight's flight. Now the other thing is I'm taking more than just my carry-on, and I'll reinforce the handle a little bit off camera. I'm also taking 2 more flats of plants. I got a whole flat of the Gynera procumbens, the longevity spinach. This is how valuable this plant is. And on these, once again, I'm just gonna gently tuck them over without breaking them. If they do break, I can do cuttings from them, so that's fine. We're gonna go ahead and carefully close this up, and once again, we're gonna go ahead and tape this box shut. All right, box number 2, and I got 1 more box, guys. I brought 1 flat of this back last year. It grew so amazing in my garden. I'm doing it again because I lost these due to the frost. Online, it claims these are hardy down to 40 degrees. Definitely not. I lose these every year in my garden, but I grow these as an annual, and I even took cuttings off my plants that I grew last year that were 8 feet tall, and they're continue to grow actually in a nice warm climate. Nonetheless, these fit in perfectly to the box, so we're just gonna go ahead and close this box very carefully. Now I'm gonna go ahead and once again tape this box up as well. Now these 2 boxes, guys, I'm gonna check in. So let me show you guys what I'm doing. So we got my big roller bag right here, and I'm literally just gonna put these 2 boxes, right, in my roller bag, and we're gonna shut my bag up. All right, this is my check-in bag for American Airlines. This is my carry-on bag for American Airlines, because you know what, right now I'm headed off to the airport, so I gotta close this video out. But you know what, here's the thing, guys. You guys don't need to come to Baker Creek, nor I don't think, well, they let you come to Baker Creek warehouse and buy these like I am today, but they will ship them to you guys online for free. So you guys don't have to come here. You don't have to pack these up. You don't have to be crazy like me. They'll just ship you the plants for some of the best prices online. So you want to check them out at rareseeds.com. Not only to order all the different rare Baker Creek heirloom seeds that they'll ship to you super fast on their shipping line, but also those plants up until June 1st. And if something's out of stock, make sure you notify yourself, because it may come back in stock in just a few days or even a week. And make sure you check, all during May, as the varieties change and as they're trying to just clear them out before their June 1st hard stop for shipping on their plants. If you guys enjoyed this episode today at the Baker Creek Warehouse, please be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. More importantly, share this with other people so that they could buy rare seeds and rare plants from the Baker Creek Heirloom Seed Company. Also, be sure to click that subscribe button right down below so you miss my new and upcoming episodes. I'll come out in 5 to 7 days. You never know where I show up or what you'll be learning on my YouTube channel. Make sure you click the little bell so you get notified as many videos come out. Finally, be sure to check out past episodes. Past episodes are a wealth of knowledge. Over 1,700 episodes at this time on this channel dedicated to you guys all about how to grow your own foods at home. Also, links down below to some of the videos I made in the past at the Baker Creek Warehouse. and their property here in Missouri. So with that, my name is John Kohler with growingyourgreens.com. We'll see you next time, and until then, remember, keep on growing.